King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches man. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been.
For there's rum,
and gin, and beer,
and wine,
and brandy of logwood hue,
and hawk,
and port,
and flip, combined
to make a man look blue.
He says be merry,
For his good sherry,
And Tom and Jerry.
champagne and perry,
and spirits of every
Okay.
Hey,
Oh, sorry, that's not the best way to start it. Hey, you're editing now. I don't care anyways. Doesn't bother me none.
exactly. We had such a good time at Hop Station the other week. We decided to come back.
It's as Warren has said, it's around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, not for me. It's a 2.5 hour drive around the corner, but whatever.
It's a big corner.
Okay. It's a good corner. I like it.
But it's a great place to go. You came back because you knew it was such a great.
Well,
place
I didn't get to hit the whiskeys and stuff last time, or some of the cocktails they had. We were straight up on beer, and there was actually too many beers to try. I mean, it gets a little ridiculous if we ask for a flight of all 32 taps, and then the show just delves down into the depths badly, quickly.
Exactly.
Yeah, we've done a couple of those, and it's ridiculous. It gets pretty disturbing.
But
fun, yes, but not airable usually. Which kind of wastes our time at that point. But yeah, no,
So
there
we
were so
came
many.
back for some more beer and actually some bourbon, and we talked last time we were on here. We talked about Bare Hands, and we had the famous Joe England with us from
How you
Bare
guys doing?
Hands.
What's up?
How we living today, gentlemen?
We are doing good, sir.
Good,
Awesome.
good.
And so not only did your beer here, you're here.
Yeah,
it's a great
like-
spot to come, right?
It is. Oh man, I tell you what, I'm super happy it opened for a number of reasons. But number one, I am a stone's throw away from this place.
Oh, nice.
So
That's what everybody says. Everybody around here is a stone's throw away from this place.
that's exactly that sort of thing. So I could just get on the train right there real fast, hobo it up, and then come around the corner and I'm home.
Tuck and roll, jump and
Yep,
tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll, grandma.
One of the funny things about Joe is that he's a beer celebrity, so he's got his own IPA at Bare Hands, the Joe England IPA.
Yeah.
And for the uninitiated Blind Pig Confessions listeners, how does that happen? Because everybody wants I want a fucking beer named after me. How do I do it?
Okay, well, see.
Besides being a huge drunk, you gotta do what?
I mean, well, one, that's a great way to start, to be sociable, if you will. But it's just a number of coincidences. So when Chris decided to get into the New England style IPA field or whatever, he just decided I just was lucky enough to have the strong last name of England. And I've known Chris since we were in 6th grade. And so, one day he came up to me when we were out there, and he just pulled me aside 6 months before it happened. He's like, I'm going to call mine Joe England instead of a New England IPA. I'm like, sure, dude. That's okay.
It's
whatever.
kind of hazy.
You never know.
Kind of hazy.
You never know with Chris if he's being serious or not. And so then, sure enough, about 6 months later, I get a text with my label. And I'm like, okay, it's a go. So from there forward, I then become linked, and I'm happy to be linked with Bare Hands and Chris and everything they're doing.
Now, what does that do to your LinkedIn profile, professionally? Where you're like, well, I am proficient in many different software. Also, I have a beer named after me.
Correct, right, yeah. I can do many things all at the same time, and I have a beer named after me. And actually, gentlemen, if you want me to get real, I have 2 beers named after me.
Oh, wait, hot goss alert.
Yeah, exactly. On the low, they actually had I think that one's even more weird, is that I think the wrong yeast or something came in for the Joe England for him to brew, so he just decided to brew it up, and he called it West Coast Joe. And that can I like a lot more because it's a lot crazier looking. He took a picture. Eric, our account manager down in Indy, did all the work up there for the can mock-up.
Right.
And so from that point on, he would just pilfer pictures from my Facebook page without actually asking, but that's fine. And one of them, I'm at a Fish concert, and I'm in my early 20s, and I look like I'm at a Fish concert in my early 20s.
Your
eyes a little squinty.
A little bit squinted out, a little bit,
You were not the only Bare Hands beer celebrity. There's Hippie Steve.
Hippie Steve.
So are you Hippie Steve? Are you boys, or is
oh, is there a rivalry?
fuck you, guy? Everybody loves my beer. Nobody likes your shit.
Hey, check it out. I was the first. That's all you got to say.
Oh.
You know what I mean? That's all you got to say.
Someone call Perez Hilton. We got some hot goss. Here we go.
No, and there's also another.
There is a bare hands beef between the beer celebrities.
There's also another beer celebrity or two of them. We have a great old couple that comes in and has for a long time, and he also named another beer after them, and we lovingly call them Mom and Dad at the brewery. So that's another white can if you just see out there that's Mom and Dad, and I should know the style right now, but I don't know what it is.
Well, it's
So
also
those-
weird. Like, I don't want to admit this right here, but my middle name is Double Tie PA. So,
Oh, coincidence.
That's amazing.
My last
shit.
name's Reddy Kilowatt. That is really, really coincidence. Put me on a can.
Yeah, well, it's Warren Mail Order Bride, Double Tie PA, fucking all the rest of the beers, Cluck. Casey Stuber's joining us from Hop Station Craft Bar in Mishawaka, and you guys, we've done a ton of drinking here from beers, but
We've done a few.
What is this?
We're switching up a little bit.
Yeah, so we got a mead in front of us now. Good friends of ours, Boneflower. They don't have a exact location yet, but they
just kind of move around in a truck.
Meet them, barely know them.
it's kind of a membership at the moment. They are looking at a place right now in
Can't
Hobart.
hide money.
So it's going to be pretty awesome. We're trying to do a lot of meads here. It's been pretty popular at our place. We're going to be one of the first places, luckily, in the whole state that will get a keg of their stuff coming soon.
Nice.
Pretty excited for
and
that.
funny, you were talking about mead. Like, this is the only place, to my awareness,
In the north here.
like 3 or 4 counties where you can saddle up to a bar and get a bottle service for a bottle of mead.
Yeah. So we do. You can either buy the bottle of mead, or we also do 4-ounce pours of them.
I prefer it in a flagon rather than just a bottle. But I'm funny that way.
And this is Slow Heavy Jam, and this stuff is
Slow heavy jam. Okay.
insanely great. I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do.
Yeah, it's
That's great. That's a.
like molasses, brown sugar. It's delicious. It's awesome. Really good. So this is at a Hobart.
That's spectacular.
This is out of Hobart.
Hobart
That's
right now.
spectacular.
Yes.
Yeah, this is amazing.
That is it's like a thick wine. Almost. It's
Like THICCC.
THICCC.
Like, girl, you thick. Let me slide you in the DMs. My name is Pat. I'm with the podcast Blind Pig Confessions. You like to get turned off of some of that mead? That has got you. So, obviously, you're in the game now. What kind of sales, like, when you get mead, are you expecting to sell it out, or is it like a niche crowd, or is it something you have to turn people onto? Like, hey, if you like X, you'll love this.
Yeah, so it was a major kind of curveball that we kind of threw on this one. I don't know how mead was going to sell up here at all. Like, I love mead. I know a few people in the area that do, but it's not a very
people know what it is
very
yet.
popular. Yeah, no, it's becoming very popular right now. And we said, screw it, let's try it. Bought a couple cases of some Shrams and some other stuff, and they sold out really well. So then we bought a couple kegs now. Can't wait to tap them.
And I know you mentioned in the last episode about taking a keg of Shrams and dumping it into your cuvee.
Oh yeah, we'll do that. We'll make it silly.
You shitting me? You gonna do that to France? Really?
Why not?
Okay. Right. Ballsy.
Hey, what the fuck? I know this is like after hours thing. Like, so, all right, Casey, you're young, you're good looking, you're a
Hip.
craft. Like,
You asking him out?
shut the
Sounds
fuck
like
up.
it
Hey,
sounds like
fucking
about
cock.
to go-
block
married.
Pat.
We're about to go to Ruth
God
Chris
damn it.
over here. A la carte.
Hasn't been his first time.
I got Applebee's 2 for $20. No, but obviously a lot of shit is thrown at you. You're a young kid. Like, what's the wild shit? Like, what can you gain access to owning this place that the rest of us can't get? Because you're already getting beers. I'm bringing beers to the area that none of us can get. But what's some shit where you've gotten a taste or a sample or something that might be coming our way, or that's something that's impressed you, or you want to bring here? Like, tell us about the forbidden fruit, Casey.
I honestly have no idea how to approach that one. It's tough. All of it's tough.
You guys are out there. You're probably finding stuff every week that you want to get in here, and
Yeah.
just trying to keep pulling new stuff.
I go to
in.
beer festivals all over the country, and
I'm super stoked here just because, not to cut you off, Case, but the sour game here is fantastic.
Yeah, we talked about that
I
on,
mean, I know,
on the
I
first
wasn't
show.
here for the early part of it, but that's on point. It's something I want to get into, and I want to try a bunch of different ones. And I can't think of anything even close in the area that's got what you guys got.
We were
there's
saying
nothing-
there's like 5 or 6 here on tap all the
Yeah.
time, and it's hard to find, especially in this region. Getting a sour, you may get one,
Right.
but seeing 5 or 6 on tap is amazing.
Yeah, it's
And,
really
From multiple different breweries too. It's
Yeah.
not oh hey, you
Right.
got the,
Exactly.
you got the
Right.
4 Upland sours they released. You know,
Yeah.
well, yay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah, got that. But yeah,
How do you guys? Hey, how do you measure yourself against other craft places in the region? Like, hey, we'll name check places we've been. Like LaSalle Kitchen Tavern, Fiddler's comes to mind. I mean, we've wasted an ungodly amount of money and time and brain cells at Ewing, and
Right.
they've got Two Hearted and not much else. But when you look around, are you guys like, all right, so the area doesn't have this, we need it, or you're like, fuck it, we know enough about what we're doing, like.
Yeah, we just say fuck it. We're
I like it.
full send. Like, I see a keg pop up, I want it, we'll get it. Like, if not, I'll find something else. to cover that
Obviously,
spot.
it hasn't been there's been no issue pushing stuff because
No.
the kids are coming in and out. I mean, you're not even you
Right.
can't even keep it on. You can't even keep your stuff. It's
Yeah.
in and it's out. So that's to me that would be the hardest thing is you guys have to print frickin' menus out every day because the stuff is
We're
coming
going
in and
through a
out so
lot
quick.
of papers, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a new
A new message.
Just
way
hand out
to-
iPads.
Yeah, that's what
Or
I thought
something,
about.
yeah.
I thought
Free
that'd be
iPads.
kinda
You
cool.
get an iPad. You get an iPad.
Well, and one of the fun things is because you guys are so fucking new, like you don't know what a Notre Dame football season is going to do to you guys. Like,
Yeah, I'm kind of scared to be honest.
but you've got
real.
all these students coming back to town, moving in, and they're looking. Kids are looking for craft something, and you
Oh, yeah.
offer every fucking thing they want.
Oh yeah,
We've been getting tons of professors and a lot of students already, so
awesome. Well, that's great. That's they've been home. They've come
What
back
about
and
community college dropouts?
What about IU on the river kids? That's what I used to call it when I went there for a year. Make it sound a little bit more classy. IU on the river.
Is that like, aren't you a cutter? Is that what a cutters were?
Yeah,
Cutters.
Cutters.
Cutters, right?
Cutters were townies in Bloomington.
There you go.
You know.
All right.
I have no clue.
Dennis Quaid vehicle.
Come
You didn't
on.
see that
Great-
movie?
One of the greatest
Cutters.
movies ever
No,
made.
I
Oh
can't say
man,
I
it's
Breaking
it's
Away.
I don't know that reference at all.
Unheralded sports movie. Cutters. Check it.
One
Check
of
it.
the best movies ever made. Sports movies.
Like some guy listens to this podcast and wait, fucking Cutters will be right. Cutters.
Oh man,
Got it.
great fucking thing.
No,
All right.
like
But you have what's nice is to have these relationships with bare hands. And,
oh yeah.
And you love bare hands, so it's nice to always
Yeah,
have
love
that
bare
great
hands.
insights in here. And
While
obviously,
he's sitting there.
no. I mean, hey, it's bare hands. If
No,
you're in
I know.
Indiana, you know bare hands. And
Drink
yeah.
local.
Yeah.
Drink local, think local, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
like-
that's kind of how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, you make relationships with people.
Yeah.
Beer is, obviously, you want to have the best product as possible, but it's also the relationships you make in the back.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Make that make
I think
the
there was
town run and how it goes.
and Casey was telling us that's why they have some of the beers here they have that nobody else can get, because it's a relationship business. But
Right.
like also shout out to Bare Hands, like you guys are fucking doing some of the best beers in the area.
We had, I mean, our tie day went really well, guys.
It was awesome.
Just a couple
Everybody knows
weeks
that
ago.
Everybody knows
that
the
fucking,
tie.
the fucking hazy variant.
Oh, the hazy variant was good,
Jesus
but I was
Christ.
I have a
was
keg of that.
didn't
I
get
was
that.
like, because I had to be.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I had to-
Really?
I had to be hobnobbing, so I had to kind of keep it on a keel. But like that session, all day, dude. could
I love
drink
the
that-
session.
I
That-
could
that
drink
session
that.
was
I could drink
fantastic.
that session all day. It's low ABV.
You know, it's
It
fun.
was perfect.
I had a double tie yesterday, and then back to back did a double Two Hearted, and like both of those beers, insanely executed. Like you expect to like when you think double tie like I want a 2x strength,
Right.
what I'm used to, and you get it. Same thing with Two Hearted, like double Two Hearted.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
but to have those two back to back, like there's some fucking amazing beer
Right.
being brewed up in Granger.
I'm a firm believer that, obviously, because I rep and I do account work too, where like a double. I mean, even on the smaller bars, Westie and Two Hearted should be 1 and 2 full as far as like your geographical location.
Oh,
You
Westie
should
is
have-
a staple here
You should
for
have
sure.
you should have both of those if you're in whatever Michiana or whatever and beyond. So like that's good to have local.
Yeah, yeah.
And slightly local.
Like Casey, hard question time. So
Oh.
you guys have had probably like I don't have a metric, but the best couple of months opening you could have hoped to have. Like,
Yeah.
you're the fucking hype beast in town.
Right.
Everybody knows you want amazing beer. This is where you go. Where does Hop Station go from here? Besides getting more fucking soccer jerseys in stock.
So I think we're working on lots of tap takeovers, lots of special events to get some of those exclusive kegs.
Sure.
Bring awareness to a lot of these new breweries that a lot of people in this area that aren't familiar with. And then also this winter we plan on having like a barrel age fest type style.
Boy.
Nice.
So we'll probably take over half
Snap.
of our lines of all barrel aged beers. I know I'm holding up some kegs of barley wines for Barley Wine is Life Day.
Nice.
Can't wait for that one.
That's one I've never had. I've had a lot of hard time getting into the barley wines.
Shut up, Patrick! They're amazing.
No, I don't doubt
choke
that at
bigger
all.
men than
No,
you.
because there's tons of them. I just in my early days of doing this, I think I got a lot of bad executions of barley wine, and it just
I think it's a hard thing to
It's-
execute. It
yeah,
can be very overpowering.
chewy, weird,
It can be very
almost
sweet. I
funky
think
in
it's a
some
hard beer
ways
to
that
do,
aren't
but-
really just weren't my palate at
But
the
when
time.
it's done well,
Right. You want those English barley wines. I find
Yeah.
those to be a lot better.
And this might be like a cat out of the bag, but are you guys ever planning to I mean, you have the fucking real estate to like brew down here.
Oh, dangerous talk. Dangerous
Damn.
talk.
Maybe in the future we might do mead.
Oh,
Right on.
all right.
Easier.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
hard seltzers. Those are pretty easy to
Hard
churn out.
seltzers, yeah, that's a popular thing.
they do cocktails right now.
Yeah, speaking of
Yep.
which, other than just I grabbed one because I just needed to switch up from beer for a little bit.
Yeah, and we
you
give
know.
them beer. They have an awesome bourbon selection. I mean, the huge
Bourbon and
selection of
whiskey.
whiskeys. And so, and they do some awesome cocktails. And we got a couple in front of us. I think we need to dive into.
Yep. I have. What is this one? The I
Pirate.
don't know. It had something to do with a pirate.
Pirate
Looks like-
bubble bath.
Looks like a blood orange in there or something. Is that what that is?
Actually, we dehydrate all of our fruit,
Ah,
so it's a dehydrated lime.
Wow.
It's purple.
It's purple.
Why is it? I didn't know dehydrated limes turn purple.
now you do.
All right.
You
Hey.
learn to keep
Science.
Do you
learning
do
more
it
stuff.
yourself or do you buy it?
We do it ourselves.
All right.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I hope you guys realize before we wrap things up, like that Casey and DJ, the Stuber Bros, like you guys are like the biggest beer celebrities. Like, I'm serious. Like everybody or anybody who loves craft beer in South Bend, Elkhart, or Mishawaka knows these guys. Knows one or two or
Nice.
both of them. So,
We drink
like,
a lot of beer.
But no, but I'm serious. Like,
Drink them up.
this is why the hype was built so much for this place, because we all knew them, knew of them, met them, saw them on Facebook, followed them on tap. So we saw what was coming. So when they said we're gonna, hang our own shingle, the whole place collectively lost their shit. We're like,
Sweet. Yeah.
Because you know they're going to be able to curate a good selection.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, you get a lot of tap rooms or craft bars that have 30 taps, and half of them are shit.
Right. Right.
I know, honestly,
it's
I
like
mean,
the
it
reps
happens a
hand
lot.
selling
No, that's-
stuff, and
yeah.
Yeah.
On the other side, it's also fun to watch these guys do this, hang their shingle, and succeed.
Yes.
Like that's the best part. Like,
that was a scary part too.
Right, like,
dude.
you're wondering if the demographics going to be around here, but it seems
Is it
like,
really going to come
I
up?
think it's
and
like
show
keep
up?
growing.
It seems like there's plenty of people around here that have had to go out from
Yeah.
this area to be like, oh, I want to go here to get
Yeah.
this, or I want to go there. And now, like I said, like we said, the stone's throw thing.
Oh yeah.
Conglomerate, get it done right here, boss. I think
But
you've
it-
got
like,
a
it-
really good thing going.
it's really, it feels like Casey and DJ hit that weird nexus of like, all right, market need, there wasn't one here. Market demand, there's a fucking huge, there's a beer nerd population here, and then a viable spot they could execute this, and it's been super fun to watch, and congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
But like,
Congrats for sure.
also like, it's a lot of fun to spend money here, and
I love it.
please
Casey thinks so too.
get some more football jerseys, because I've been here like 7 times and you're all sold out all the fucking time.
And I know I gloated about it in the first show, but coming back, the big thing to me is we love the local stuff, but this is bringing everything in from everywhere. I don't know what this cocktail is, but I fucking love it.
What the fuck was that?
I don't know
So
what
this
that-
is Mr. Mead Seeks.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt though, but it just kind of shot me back for a minute.
Oh.
Your facial expression was great on that.
A little flush.
Get it too?
Guys, I love this one.
Oh, I think
that's
it's
awesome.
great. I'm not complaining on it.
It's not what you expect it to be.
No,
You expect it to be the sweet, like,
It's
sour
blue. It
thing.
should have blue curacao in it, and
Yeah,
it should
yeah.
be fancy.
Maybe that's why I didn't know. I didn't
So
know.
it's really light on the palate. With the
I would-
lavender and lemon.
I don't know. I'd call light on the palate. I guess hard on the liver. Maybe that.
Floral.
That is floral. That is good shit. That is
very refreshing.
What is that one? The make me something sweet?
No, this is Mr. Mead Seeks.
Oh, this is the Mr. Mead Seeks.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
gotcha.
So Casey, obviously, like in the entire region, you probably know as much, or if not more, than anybody else for craft beer.
That's not true.
No, it's true.
Okay.
His
Hey,
brother
hey.
knows more, but he won't get on the microphone.
Hey, name somebody else. Can do it. So, hey, where do you see the industry and the business and even Hop Station going in the next couple of years? Like, the trends, it seems to me, are coming quicker. Like,
Yeah, it's a hard one to gauge. I honestly have no idea. I think mead obviously is becoming really popular in the area. Lagers are becoming, huge again,
Huge, yeah.
which I'm all for.
Yep.
Especially, I'm really excited to start seeing these pastry lagers popping up. I don't know if it's going to be a thing, but
I think lagers are
I'm gonna
getting
call
so
it right
big
now.
because you're getting back in more of that traditional style of beer, and
Yeah.
I think people who are drinking want to get more craft beer. It's a great crossover for people getting into the craft beer. We always try we're going to do that light Miller Lite beer, which a lot of people do, but it's a lager. Bud and these guys, it was all lagers. That's where it came from.
Yeah.
So I
Right,
think
right.
you can still do a heavy lager and get people crossing over into craft beers.
Yeah,
And
I like that
think that's-
they're double
But
dry
it's
hopping it
yeah.
and stuff, which is really cool.
But
Yeah.
it's also easier for craft breweries to do the lager now. Lagering was hard. It was an issue, and now it's still hard.
Still
it
takes more time.
Right, but it's more accessible to the craft breweries,
Yeah.
cost point, and and things like that. So it's accessible. Whereas before you just didn't have the resources to switch to trying to do a lager and that
Right.
kind of stuff. So
can we write this whole episode off as research?
yes,
Yes.
of course. You don't do that on your taxes.
I'm good.
Oh, really?
What? Sorry, what's all, taxes?
This is all entertainment expenses, right?
Yes. We have to.
No, wait.
That was, like your, that
We
was
gotta
your
switch-
best. That
we
was
gotta
your
switch
best
the
Wesley
tab
Snipes
from the pigs
impression
to the
there.
bear.
Right?
Yeah.
Taxes.
Taxes.
Yeah.
I'm played.
But hey, Joe, thank you for joining us. Casey,
Thank you
and-
guys so much.
Hey, thank you for hosting us, man.
Yeah,
Like,
thank you for coming again.
I know your brother DJ. Like, he's like, I want to be on, but DJ, he's a fantastic bar
Oh,
chat guy.
he's a great person.
If you walk in, you're like, I don't know what I want. DJ will steer you right.
We definitely are a team, and that's what I think helps us be successful.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, no, that's great to have. It's definitely good to have that backup. And keep it rolling, man.
No
It's
shit.
just doing good.
We gotta get into bare hands one of these days.
Super,
We may know a guy that could get us in there.
Yeah, I
because
get you in there.
We
Yeah,
keep drinking beer from there.
The problem is he knows you guys.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll never be in there again, but we'll keep drinking this
Uh,
beer. I'll tell you what. One of the things I love about bare hands is everybody talks about IPA. I mean, that's a big thing and it's great, but bare hands does some awesome specialty and one-off stuff that is amazing that I don't think gets enough play because it's hard to get.
But
Yeah.
it sounds shitty, but I think what puts them head and shoulders above everybody else is they use amazing beers, but they can can them.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
if you're not going to the tap room in Granger, you can get them. Like, I live on the south side of South Bend. I can walk to a fucking Belmont and get Joe England. I can get Thai PA.
Right.
Like the freshest of the fresh shit. But as a consumer, as a local asshole, like, I appreciate that because I don't have to go to Granger's the Hull.
right, yeah.
We just canned last week. We just canned 574 Pale, and Cascade Trip just came up too on cans. So those are look for those in your local markets. Obviously, like you said, Belmonts, Martins, they're all over the place. Which, like you said, is good convenience for us to be able to get the brand out there and be like, hey,
Hop
come on
Station.
into the tap room, show you a good time.
Absolutely.
All right, man.
Amen.
All right, cheers, guys. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, no problem. Thank you guys. Have a good one.
Hey, this is Jim Boros from the Backstep Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Crawfordsville, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
Hey, we're back after a little break from Taver or a musical interlude. I'll let
Interlude.
yeah. That sounds
nice.
sexy, doesn't it?
That is sexy. Interlude. It's a Taver interlude.
There you go. But still drinking again at the Hop Station. We had the guys from Hop Station and Bare Hands on, and they
Mr.
stepped
Joe
away.
England
But
and yeah.
Well, we're gonna keep drinking because there's more drinking to do, and we got other people on the show.
Imagine that.
I know, right? So, who do we got on with us?
Well, we have the gang on pretty much.
It's our northern gang.
Of course, Bart Starr over there in the corner. He's
Bart?
not even
Bart?
gonna know.
Yeah, he did.
We're on the radio. You can't put a thumbs up, sir.
Go Bears.
My brother Ryan, of course. Jimmy. Everybody knows Jimmy, right?
Everybody knows. I'm pretty sure we've talked about Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's come up in many shows.
He wasn't here, but
He was at a Bush. He was at a Bush concert.
there you go.
Oh yeah,
Live Bush.
awesome.
Was
show.
it live Bush?
It was live. Awesome.
And
we got another guest.
We have you come in here. This is a local from you're a hop station connoisseur, right?
Yes,
Joseph?
Yes, no, it's Joshua.
Joshua.
Yes.
We'll call you Joe.
That's all right. Joe works. But yeah, I'm like a mile and a half straight down the road. So
Perfect.
That's been the common theme of this place is just kind of in the center for everybody right now.
absolutely awesome.
So were you a craft beer drinker before you got here or after? I mean, is this why you came here?
No, I was a craft beer drinker
Right.
before I came here, and then as soon as this place opened up, it was a great place to come down.
Isn't it?
Oh, every you can come down here twice a week, different beers.
Something's different.
every time you come down here.
You don't have to make the long treks to one brewery and then figure out where you're staying for the night and come back. Yeah, it's
I can
it's a
stumble
great central
home.
spot. Yeah,
Right, yeah.
yeah, can definitely stumble home. It's a long walk, but a mile's not bad.
A mile and a half stumble is nothing.
Yeah,
That's cake.
yeah.
That's a cakewalk.
You don't even notice it.
So I mean, that's what got you in here. I mean, that knowing this place was opening up in craft beer. Did you know Casey beforehand? I mean,
Yeah,
Casey.
so-
Everybody knows Casey, kind of. So
We went down to where they were open before, and Bleachers was a great place for us. They had 100 beers on tap, so we were totally waiting for this place to open up. 32 on tap all the time is super great.
Yeah.
Yep. You come down, and every time we come down, like I said,
Something
every time
different.
they get something small, they get something great. It's always clean. It's always fresh. You come down twice a week. Every time I come down, it's something new. It's
something
super
new,
great.
something small, something clean, kind of like Polo G, but
Does this feel like a neighborhood hangout?
Is
now?
this
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've been down here since they've opened up. I've probably been down here, I don't know, 15 times. Every time we can get down here, we get down here.
They've only been open a week.
Well, okay.
Do you partake of the cocktails and the whiskeys at all? Because they've got a decent selection of that stuff.
No, I don't do that because I'm all about the craft beer. If I want to go do some cocktails and whiskey, I'll go. I'll go to Three Rivers in Michigan.
Okay.
We'll go to those, but we come down here for the craft beer.
Awesome.
They have fresh craft beer all the time. It's something different. They always have a takeover. They always have something going on. This is a great place for craft beer.
Jimmy and Brian, both of you guys, this is your first time here, right?
First time.
Oh, I think it's
First
great.
time for me. We came down just before they opened. Well, they weren't open at the time, so we just walked in and.
They're like, oh,
That's right.
sorry.
Ryan's like, we walked in, they weren't even serving beer yet. It's like, the fuck are you guys doing here?
What I get is it's like a neighborhood bar.
Yeah.
That's the kind of bars I like.
Yes.
I'm an old guy.
But it's that
And,
it is that neighborhood old style atmosphere, but yet it's
I'll
it's
be
craft
back.
beer,
I'll be
so
back for sure. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
Yeah, it's not all super bougie or anything like
No,
that for a craft.
right.
It's
Exactly.
right.
everybody's
Yes.
just kind of chilling, and
Yeah.
you can yell at people are.
You don't have to wear
chatting
tight
away.
jeans,
Yes, I don't. Yeah, no
even though
tight-
Ryan's got a pair on. You
Skinny
don't have.
jeans.
You didn't have to wear tight jeans in here today.
Is there a difference between tight jeans and skinny jeans? Oh yeah, that's.
We need to change the
what's the
hockey
difference?
game. No, the hockey game has
No, we don't.
bad teams on it, and we need to change that.
Jesus Christ.
What? There's hockey on? I don't see hockey.
No,
Well, on the machine they
just
have.
ignore them.
Oh yeah, because they do have an arcade here. They do. They have
Yes, they
arcade,
do.
pinball,
They
pool,
do.
and all
Yeah,
that.
it's-
And
Iron
Iron
Maiden.
Maiden. We just saw them.
You know,
couple
It's
a
days.
lot of
old
pinball.
school
Do you
arcade,
do
right?
some old school? Do you do the games here? I mean, a lot.
I've done a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. because you got Star Wars. They have a mural on the
Yeah.
wall for
They
Star
are a big
Wars.
Star Wars bar.
Cool games in there.
Yeah, they might need to put the. They got some nice stuff, you know. That Tauntaun might be missing from their memorabilia here later tonight, but I probably shouldn't have said that on the air, shouldn't I?
Right.
Evidence.
Did anybody here have anything that they hadn't had here before tonight that they was like, holy shit, this is awesome? Besides, I know Ryan, you had
the Decadence. Was it Decadent 2?
Decadent.
Amazing.
Is that what it was? Decadent. Was that the name of the brewery? I didn't even see.
The list is over there, but yeah.
It was a peanut butter marshmallow, right?
Peanut butter marshmallow.
Oh, that's the Decadent Ales. Yeah, the Decadent Delight.
Is that the name of the brewery?
Decadent Ales. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
That was awesome. I know he did a sample of it, and we were like, "Holy shit!" This is
Well, I had the Burnham. I was shooting for trying to get the Burnham blueberry tea.
Yeah.
The blueberry Mr. Tea. They had the raspberry Mr. Tea. That's not the raspberry one though, right?
This is blueberry.
Oh, they got the blueberry. They were out of blueberry when I ordered it.
Really good.
Well,
Which
No,
was,
they're saving the last
So
glass
he's
for
nursing it, needs a little nipple.
yes.
The quick rotation is what I love.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's always something new on.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're just a couple miles down the road. You've been here a few times, and there's always, I mean, you keep telling me, "Holy shit, Hop Station's got this on them," but it's like, "All right, be up there tomorrow." It's off.
Yeah,
It's already gone.
I'm actually digging the craft cocktails. Like we talked with KC. That was the mix,
awesome.
the mix something or another.
I gotta get one.
But it is floral and fruit. You know, it's really good.
So good.
But I also am switching over to the whiskey. I've not had this before. It has been this is a Japanese whiskey.
Yeah.
I haven't had any.
Suntory, it's amazing.
They're getting a lot more whiskeys out from Japan, and I've not had any opportunity. Have you guys?
Never
Have
had.
you guys had it?
I've had the Suntory
No,
like 5 years
I
ago.
wanted to get it earlier, but
Are you, Joseph? Are you a bourbon and whiskey fan at all, or
Joshua? Yes.
no? I said you're Joseph.
He's
the
calling
rest
you
of the
Joe
day.
now.
Yeah, I know you. Okay, Joe.
Oh, that's
no,
good stuff.
we went to.
But didn't you do
Journeyman's.
it? I thought you said you had to do a shot before you get over here. Did you do a shot, or did you just do
Didn't
beer?
do
You
a
stuck
shot,
to beer.
but will.
All right.
Yeah, I have stuck to beer.
around.
Totally a whiskey fan around the area.
Yeah.
Journeyman's is
Journeyman's
great.
amazing.
Very good.
And the place is amazing.
Freaking amazing. Yeah,
very good.
The place is awesome. We'll totally do some whiskey. Didn't know they
This
did.
is the
This
Suntory. Yeah,
is
they have a large
Suntory.
selection.
that's amazing.
That's buttery and
yeah.
clean, and then it just kind of there's not a long burn to it. Or
No, it
anything.
disappears immediately.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's
I think
incredible.
That is
That's good.
I think
Absolutely
Suntory is
amazing.
the one that has the they put whiskey in space.
Did they do the space whiskey?
I believe that's
Was that
Suntory.
them? Wow.
Suntory, or I'm almost positive it's Suntory. They put whiskey in space for a number of years to see how it's going to age differently in space.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how that would have any effect on anything.
I know, but it's going to be expensive, and
Yeah.
we're going to make Jimmy buy it. 'Cause
I'll get it. Don't worry about it.
Is it distilled through moon rocks or something?
yeah, yeah.
That'll be the next one.
What's the blue cocktail?
The blue cocktail is. Have you had it yet?
No.
Okay.
No,
All right, Star. Let's.
That's awesome.
It caught us off guard on the first part of the show because I drank it, and it was actually. I don't know if it just wasn't all incorporated yet, but I got a big old swig of just all the florals and the bitters and everything, and
That's good.
it was a bit interesting. This is the Mr. Mead Seeks. It's a gin, elderflower, lavender mead spritzer from New Day, blackstrap bitters, because they have a big selection of bitters back there and all the different florals and all that. So they're doing good with their craft drinks. It's pretty solid.
Very impressed.
You can take the lavender.
I couldn't smell it anyways. I have allergies. I can't smell the lavender anyways, but I can taste all the bitters and everything in it. It's on point, man. I have no problems with
that. It
that.
sort of like cleanses you to me.
Right, it's a good palate cleanser. Again, I have to switch off a beer occasionally. I got to switch down to a whiskey. I got to switch down to a regular cocktail drink. Otherwise, I can't. I lose all appreciation for the next beers.
Yeah,
it's just a reset, right?
You have to have that.
Yeah.
When you're going from beer to beer.
you do,
to beer,
and a lot of
you
people
have
don't
to
realize that. Even,
Which-
we go to festivals and you don't get a water something in between. You
But even a
kind of
mead-
make fun of the guys with the pretzel
no,
necklaces,
pretzel.
but
Right.
it matters. You have to. You got to cleanse your
absolutely
palate.
I've done the pretzel necklace.
Yeah.
I'm
Nothing
sure you
wrong with
did.
that.
I can see that.
But it's also helpful to have even switching to just a mead or the hard seltzers are a good cleanser now, but you can still keep getting the alcohol intake.
Right.
That works too as a good palate cleanser, and I like places that have a lot of good choices for that too.
Sometimes now even at festivals, I'll try. And you did it last time. Trying to stick to something. Try and stick to an IPA, or because it's when you start switching back and forth, you almost lose it. I mean, you can't after 3 or 4. You don't know what that fourth or fifth one tastes like anymore. You just it all tastes.
Have you been Star? You've been sticking basically lights, or did you switch over any darks today? Like stouts or anything? Did you have any of the stouts?
What was that one?
Because we had the Rosa Goza one from I think it was I was okay with the Rose one. You had the Rivertown, the Creek. That was good stuff.
Yeah, no,
had a good flavor
I like
to
the
it.
windmills.
You like the windmills at the end.
Windmills, excellent.
No,
but I stayed away from all the stouts and stuff today.
Well,
just
Ryan, you had
wasn't feeling
what was
it.
the one you had the dark one there? That was pretty good.
That was the peanut butter one we were just talking about. Right?
Yeah, that was
the
the
Decadent Ales.
Yep.
Yeah, the marshmallow peanut butter one.
What are you drinking now?
Oh, I'll tell you the truth, I don't know. I think that's the lager.
That's the Dorothy.
That's Dorothy.
Yes, it's awesome. That's what I'm drinking. It's a great clean lager. Man.
Gosh, what do you got right now?
What I have.
He's still looking.
Yeah, it is. I gotta look at what it is, but it's from.
Wait, you got a can in front of you. Or is that not what's in your glass? What's the can?
That's pretty
so
cool.
The can, yes. Sorry, it's the phosphorescent.
Get in the mic a little bit more.
Sorry, it's the phosphorescent.
By who? Who's that one by?
I would have to look at their
Looks
menu,
refreshing.
Oh.
But it is absolutely fantastic.
It looks like a hazy IPA or a NEPA.
It's a hazy IPA. It's not
Okay.
a New England.
Jimmy, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking the Mr. T's.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's right. Yeah, we're talking about that. That's good stuff.
I thought they changed.
really
I
good.
did. I thought they had said they changed the blueberry.
So the phosphorescent is a New England. It's
Oh, it is.
Free Thought.
Okay.
It is very. It is a very juicy.
As it should be.
Hazy IPA. Yes.
I get worried about NEPAs in cans or anything like that, just because NEPAs, as long as it's canned fresh and served quickly and not sitting anywhere and well maintained, because NEPAs will disappear and spoil quick.
You go over 60 days.
Yeah, you're done. Yeah, it's useless.
Done deal.
It's a hazy IPA at that point. Once
the
you get
hell-
over like 60 days, it turns into just a straight up hazy IPA.
Who makes this
There's no
lager?
name on there.
Who makes the
Who
lager?
the hell is this from?
So I'll look at the menu and I will
There-
tell you.
I can't see anything on there.
Is that the top? Yeah, that's the Toppling Goliath.
It's
Oh, it is.
Yeah, the lager. Sorry, Ryan asked about the lager. That's the Toppling Goliath lager.
So
Oh, yeah.
the phosphorescent is Free Thought from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh,
wow, okay.
That's
So-
pretty good.
It's always great to come down here though, because you can come down here at any time. They have great stuff on draft, 32 on draft, and then they have awesome stuff in the freezer.
And they've got the good can selection, bottle selection. I like
Absolutely.
they still keep it Indiana, but we get to expand out like we do with the Taver stuff beers that we order. We still love our local craft, but craft is bigger than just local. Gotta expand out, eventually.
Exactly.
Or you just kind of limit yourself in your and your inventory of beers. Like, my inventory of beers is getting very large. I need to drink more, I guess.
Did anybody have anything that surprised them today?
That the Rivertown lambic actually surprised me just in the cherry part. It's because I think that was the one with all the cherries.
I didn't have that one.
It did. I thought I knew what the fruit was, but because they mellowed that in some oak wine barrels, it took the tartness out of the cherries.
That's interesting.
And really added some depth of flavor to it. You had what was the weird one you had that tasted like strangeness?
The brush fire.
Yeah. You had that one too, right? Did you have that?
Oh, I tasted it and it tasted.
He wasn't a fan. Ryan and I liked it. It was weird. It was
like a bush.
It was odd, but it was good.
It wasn't smoky, but it was like it was like a green brush fire.
It was like
it was
green
earthy.
bush that was burnt.
Yeah, but you could taste the burning.
I prefer taste.
It was.
I'm
earthy.
sorry. That was the Van Bergen de Wolf.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
That was a lambic.
Yep. It was a lambic.
Definitely different.
Yeah.
I mean,
it had It didn't taste like. We're not smoky, like you said. Not smoky.
Burnt.
Like
Really?
like burnt grass.
That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Like burnt lemongrass.
Yeah, really.
Something green.
Yeah, it was
and
very,
then,
very different. I've never,
strange earthiness for lambic
yeah.
was where it got. It gets off on your taste, but your taste buds get a little.
Definitely
screwed
a
up
hit
on
or
that.
miss.
Damn.
Definitely hit or miss. I thought it was. I enjoyed it.
I was just laughing at the fact that there were like 3 lambics on tab, and I was like,
Yeah.
nobody has lambics on tap. Everybody does a kettle sour or a Brett sour, and that's it gets boring after a while. So it's good to have that. That's kind of why I stuck with the lights today, and didn't go into the stouts or anything, just because. Once I go to the stouts, my palate for the sours is done. I can't really go back, and sometimes it doesn't mix well in the belly. You get a thick, peanut butter milk stout sitting on top of some sour lemonade.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that can mess you up a little bit.
Get a little bubbly.
Yeah, I had a Belgian quad that was great today. Wizard Burial Ground.
For who?
Is it the Taxman?
No, it was not Tex-Man.
I can say it had another Belgian. I didn't.
It's Brewery Revant.
Oh,
Right?
Levant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's Michigan, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's up
Yeah.
Absolutely
to the
awesome.
Lansing area, I think.
Yep. Super sweet. Very malty.
We didn't have that one.
Absolutely
did we?
awesome. Oh, I was golfing today. We were kind of sampling a bunch of different stuff today. So it was.
He's been sampling for a little while.
Was it best? Was it best
Right.
ball?
It's been a great day today for beer. I will say that. I kind of got called into the show on the end of my
Run.
shift. Yeah, absolutely.
That's all right. Don't worry. We all sound that way.
Jimmy,
is what
did
it
you
is,
have
bro.
something that surprised you today?
That one earlier.
Besides Ryan.
What was, yeah, no, that's the number one there. What was the name of that one?
You got the lager too, don't you? Are you drinking a lager?
No, this
Oh.
is Mr. T.
That's the Mr. T.
29.
29. Yes, that's the one. Very impressed.
Yeah, the Pseudo Sue,
29.
the top of the
Yes.
glass Pseudo
Oh,
Sue.
that was
Well, that's a
that's-
state. Yeah, that's a
that's
standard new one.
good
It's-
sipping.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
we've had that around for a long time, just not in the state. And it's a common.
good-
King Sue is supposed to be even better. The King Sue
Really?
version is supposed to be even better, which I think you said they'll have at some point here. But yeah, it's supposed to be. I'm not a big IPA guy, so it's not in my wheelhouse. But it's still it's
good,
a solid
good beer.
It's
really
a
solid beer.
great solid beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
So-
this
Pseudo
Welch's
awesome.
grapefruit stuff here?
That was. Oh, we lost the bottle.
That's
That
a
was
mead
bottle
from
release.
Hobart.
Yeah.
Is the bottle still out here?
No, we lost
Shit.
the bottle, but that was a mead. That's a straight up great mead.
It reminds me, like, I go up to Paw Paw, the cottage, and they make Welch's grape juice up there, and this would be good, like in a snow cone.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Just
it's
pour it-
sugary and
pour it over a shave ice.
Brown sugar,
it's
molasses.
intensified grapes.
Yeah, it is.
Purple grapes. I mean, it'd be.
It's still pretty
It's
solid.
good, though.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's been a good day, man.
Yes.
It's lots of beer, lots of liquor, football. I apologize to all people coming up. Many of our next shows coming up, we'll probably have a lot of football talk.
Go Steelers.
Because finally, frickin' football's on.
That's edited out.
It sure is.
Packers won.
said go
Packers
ahead-
beat the Bears.
Go
It was
Antonio
awesome.
Brown. Is that what you said?
Packers beat the Bears Thursday. My Georgia Bulldogs whooped on Murray State like 63-17. Because poor guys. I feel bad for other teams.
I just want
63 to 17.
I just want to say one thing. The Cubs scored more points than the Bears on Thursday night. Cubs scored 10. The Bears scored 3.
So, yeah, there you go. Hey, that's about right. That's how it should go. But I'm happy football's on. It's going to be I miss the weekends for football because then it at least makes my alcoholism fun.
Yeah, I'm like super excited for football
Or
season.
acceptable.
Like
Acceptable.
till like 4 weeks in, and then
These-
it's like, all right, not so much excited about football anymore because
These are all Detroit fans.
because the Lions
talking.
suck.
They're all Detroit fans.
But hey, the first 4
For
weeks, I'm
sure.
excited. I'm excited.
They're
it's
loyal.
gonna be a new year.
They're loyal fans. I give them credit for that.
Yeah. Well, loyal for the first 4 weeks of every
Yeah.
season.
And then it's like,
And
hey,
then it's Hoyle.
Red Wings will be on soon.
28 days, guys. 28 days.
Hey, why don't you take some of those Red Wings players and put them on the Lions or do something? They might be able to actually
that
do it better.
May make a difference.
It might.
28
I'm going to put the
games.
cheerleaders on the line. I
There
think
you
they
go.
may be able to
The
do
band,
better.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
They got Iserman now, so it's all turned around.
It's going to be an interesting. It's going to be a fun season. I'm real happy to have football back.
Yep.
It's going to be awesome. And we got a lot of stuff coming up for the pigs.
Yeah, thank you, Casey, and thank you, DJ. Even though GJ wussed out on us, and wouldn't come out.
He was
We're
he
gonna
was
give
lifting
him,
weights.
Yeah, we're gonna give him so much shit.
We are.
Casey did say he was the bigger brother, so
there you go.
We'll keep pushing on that and piss DJ off. So
that'll work.
Thanks,
Piss him off, get him on air.
There you go.
Thanks, Josh, for coming after a golf outing. That's pretty impressive.
We do. I probably had a beer a hole.
Well, that's the best round ever.
Oh, it's the greatest round ever. And then you come down here, and they have awesome beer.
Yes, they do.
You come down, and they have awesomeness.
Absolutely. It just keeps you here, and you just keep drinking.
I'm very
and
impressed.
It's. I think this place is going to do well.
Yeah,
Yes.
Excited to
For
see how it
sure.
does.
They will do well.
I'm excited to see how it does. So, cheers, everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
Cheers,
and
everybody.
we'll see you on the next show.
Go Spartans.
Go Packers.